So as a matter of tradition, at least that we know of, because we weren't here last year, usually the first years say a few words about the second years or their bigs, and then we have something for you guys that we'll give it to you at the end. And we'd just like to start with saying thank you to all the second years for welcoming us this past year. It was a fantastic time spending this last year with you. I would like to especially thank Dr. Jones for her friendship and for being such an amazing big to me. She knew exactly the things that I needed. Even though I didn't come to her often, she knew exactly when I needed to come to her, and she would come to me instead. And I think that was fantastic. That's exactly what I needed. And I just want to let you know that I loved learning from you, and you have a friend in me forever. Thank you so much.
So I was lucky enough to get Suki as my big, and literally like my big. But I'm so blessed to have you in my life. You just taught me so much, and from day one, you were very welcoming, and you truly are a Disney princess. You always have a great positive attitude, and I really enjoyed learning from you, and I really had a great time this year. And I'm going to miss you. And also, I was lucky enough to have Suha as a big as well. And Suha, you have the best personality. You laugh at all my jokes, so I love you. And as well, you made food for me, breakfast for me, invited me in your home. You're so sweet, and I'm really going to miss you.
So I was lucky enough to have Rachel as my big. I guess I don't really know what to say. I mean, thanks for everything you did, for letting me call you super late every night when I had no idea what I was doing or when I got lost in clinic. Even when I was on call with someone else, I still somehow managed to call you for help. And I can selfishly say that you're not leaving, so I still have you for another year. Thanks to Edwin. But yes, thank you for everything, and honestly, thanks to all the second years. All of you guys have been amazing. I don't know what any of us would have done without any of you guys, so I wish you the best, and yeah.
Okay.
I got especially lucky and had Josh as my big, which was really great because I was probably pretty annoying as a first year, asking him a million questions every day. And he just has a very calm personality, always answered. And when I was stressing out about things, he's like, yeah, don't worry, it'll be fine. So I'm glad he's not going that far away, so I can maybe still text him and be like, hey Josh, I'm not ready to be a second year. Can you just maybe still help me out? Thank you so much, Josh, for all of your help this year, and I'm really gonna miss you, and hopefully you come back and visit all of us since you won't be too far.
I had the chief, or Elizabeth, as my big. She did an awesome job helping us because she's so organized with everything, a little bit more than I am, probably myself. So she kept me on track. We're gonna miss you a lot. You're gonna know you root for the wrong team, but it's okay. We'll still have you back anytime.
Thanks everyone again, and now I'd like to turn the time over to our chief, Elizabeth, and her second year band. I think they have something else to present.
Okay. 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 Okay.
Okay, so we have a couple of different groupings of gifts to give out. We're going to start with our littles. So thank you all so much for the kind words. And give me a say over here. So we're gonna start with our littles, but I just want to say to your class as a whole, you guys were awesome. You made my job as being chief really easy. We were really excited that we got all of y'all, and this year has been really wonderful. And I think the 11 of us have worked really well together, and I just think we were a good group, and I'm just really proud of all of y'all.
Okay.
But especially to Max, you were a great little, my not so little, like 3 times as tall as I am. But just thanks for everything. You were great, and we're gonna miss you next year when we go. So pass it on.
Okay.
So I had Annika as my little, and from day one she always was interested in everything that I had to say and just took guidance so well. Super intelligent, and I know you're going to be a great second year, so thanks for doing everything for me. When we take boards and stuff like that, it gets really busy, and you really helped me out at that time, so thanks for everything, and you're going to do great.
So I was lucky to have our current chief, Valmir, as my little. And as he said, he made it really easy for me. He really didn't ask for much or didn't require much, but I tried my best to try to help him when I could and just to try to help prevent him from getting in some of the trouble I got into my first year and stay out of the way of Dr. Abby a little bit. But Valmir was, he was super easy. He's very respectable young man, and actually I looked up to you even though you're my little, because you're so organized and you're such a leader. And you just have such a helpful, calm demeanor. So, it was really my pleasure to kind of let you rub off on me a bit. So thank you for being awesome. Thank you for being easy little. And I look forward to a continued friendship, and I know you're going to do great next year as our chief.
So I was very lucky to have Alicia as my little. I'd heard so much about you before you were my little, and it's been awesome getting to know you. So 2 of my most favorite memories in the OR have been with Alicia. One was our first Shan's Day where we thought we lost all the instruments, and thankfully everything turned out okay. And I've also learned so much from you. I don't think you know this, but you're so calm. And I honestly have learned just a lot from your demeanor. Another instance occurred this week when we were in CSE and we mistook silver diamond fluoride for bonding agent. And everything turned out okay. I see Dr. Gellman's face right now. Yeah, we were good. But you kept me calm. And I promise everything turned out okay. It's been so great getting to know you, and please, I know life gets busy, and Dr. Abby's face. I know life gets busy, but please don't lose touch. I seriously love getting to know you, and best of luck next year. I know you're going to do awesome.
Dr. Dalbani, not only have you been a really great co-resident, you've become one of my best friends from helping plan my bachelorette party and wedding showers and coming to the wedding and everything like that. It's just been really great developing a friendship with you, and you ask really good questions, and it makes me dig deep into what I know, and it helps me learn more. And you're going to be such a great pediatric dentist, and I can't wait until next year, and I'm glad that I'm still here in Gainesville with you guys, so love you, Nikki.
I was lucky to have Suki as my big, so I was second year, but I was just second year, so it was also first year for me. So she made the transition very easy, she helped me in everything. Alicia was also sharing Suki with me as a big, so she was really a good friend. Everyone, I would like to thank everyone to make this life very nice and really special year. It was very difficult year to move, but everyone make it very easy by your kindness, your caring, your everything. Thank you so much.
Okay, so we're gonna move on to the staff gifts now. So just as a big general thank you, from the ladies upstairs to the ladies in the front desk to all of the assistants, we wouldn't be here without you guys, and I know y'all know that. Literally, we couldn't do what we do without you guys. You guys are the backbone of this department, and we just really appreciate everything. So we'll start with our fearless upstairs ladies. Miss Karen, Miss Dawn, and Miss Labrisha, y'all can come on up. It's a small token of thanks. We wish we could do more, but we just love you guys. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you so much for everything. Thank you so much. What? Oh.
All right, and then down to our downstairs front desk ladies, Miss Stephanie, Miss Cindy, Miss Rashida. Up and coming. Hey, yeah, go up. They're gonna help me out. Thank y'all for everything too. Keeping our schedules full. Appreciate y'all.
Okay.
Seriously,
Okay.
All right, now to all of the assistants who are there every day, getting our patients back, making sure we stay on track. We really wouldn't be here without you guys. Oh, okay. Okay, so I'm just gonna start calling out your names. Please come up. We love all you guys. Tanisha, Susie, Lauren, Frank, Carmel, Jasmine, Sarah, Nicole, Rainey, Ashley, Andy. Come on down. Thank y'all for everything. Yeah, Jason.
Yeah, we gotta take a picture. All right, we need to get organized.
There is a lot of guys. Yeah, there's
Great, so nice.
Are we good? I'll take it.
Do you want me to get it?
All right, and last but definitely not least, our wonderful faculty. We're gonna each say a little something about each of you, and if we could have you come up. We want y'all to open your gifts at the same time, so the element of surprise is not ruined.
Okay.
So first, Dr. Gelman, I think I can speak on behalf of all of us. We're going to miss you so much, and we are honored to have trained under you. Personally, I think one of my favorite quotes that I'll carry on with me in practice that you always say to us is, I like to sleep at night, and it just teaches us to be the best pediatric dentists we can be, and to always do our work very well. But from your seminars to inviting us to your house for all of the parties and celebrations, we just, honestly, we're so lucky to have you, and we're really going to miss you.
Okay. All right. Okay, Doctor. Wait a minute. Let me get him. Come on up there.
So I had Dr. Gerald. I just wanted to thank him for everything. If anybody epitomizes cool, calm, collected, it's Dr. Gerald. So just having a cup of coffee to being in clinic and just taking guidance from you. Thank you for everything. I just enjoy, watching soccer or talking about baseball and all those things. You just made life so nice whenever we work with you, Dr. Gerald. So thank you.
Okay.
I would like to thank Dr. Perez by the name of the group. So thank you, Dr. Perez, for all your help and all your care. Definitely, we appreciate your time, your caring for the patients, your passion and your care is my take home from you. Thank you so much.
So, Dr. Connell, thank you so much for all you've taught us this year. I remember whenever you were giving your lecture about intrusions and doing root canals, and I even learned so much from your lecture that you gave. And it's so great to have such a fresh perspective on the program. You bring so much to our program, and I've already learned a lot from you. You made us feel so comfortable. We felt like we could always come to you with anything we needed, so thank you so much. And you inspire us for all your marathons and ultra marathons and all that stuff, so thank you for being such an awesome faculty, and good luck with everything else.
And of course, I have to thank the lovely Dr. Abby. Dr. Abby, we've just had really the pleasure of having you to guide us. We have you and Dr. Gilman as the yin to our yang, and we could not become the pediatric dentist that we're going to be without you, without your love and your support. We know that you put all that you can into making sure we have a great education, that we become the best we can be. And we know that your love is shown each and every day. And now you have a new responsibility, but you still do everything you can to make sure that you give us your best and make sure we turn out the best. So we really appreciate you. We love you, and we wouldn't be anything that we're going to be without you. So thank you.
And we would be remiss to not mention Dr. McGuire, who can't be here tonight. We know she's with us in spirit, and she has been such a great influence on us with the babies and all the silver diamond fluoride and prevention that we learned from her. So we have her gift, and we'll make sure she gets it, but just to send good thoughts to her way. So if we can have you guys open your gifts. Yeah. They're pretty good, so we want everyone to see them. We're pretty proud of them. You can't tell. I can take paper. I can take.
Oh my God!
Let's get a picture of all of you together.
That's only the pattern baseball. I was trying to find a color on it. It didn't matter. Dr. Gerald gave me that statement so I didn't feel it. That's very nice.
Still proud of me.
What is this?
All right. Should we get a group picture?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can just. Yeah, everyone see? Should we get right here? We're good?
Second row?
Okay.
Yeah.
The faculty should go down.
Yeah.
My feet are.
Here, I'll take y'all's.
Yeah, we can take that. Unless y'all want that.
Do you want me to? So cute.
And lastly, we would be remiss to not thank someone else who is crucial in our education, someone who teaches us every week and is a big part of our education, and we wouldn't be here without him as well. Dr. Donatelli, thank you so much for everything you do. We would be clueless, pretend orthodontists without you. We have a little something for you as well.
Thank you so much.
You're great. Dr. Abby? She's not getting it. You're gonna tell her? Okay.
No, okay. Okay. Okay.
Hi everyone.
I'll go get it.
Sorry.
What's going on here?
So it's that time. Are you guys having a great time? Yes, awesome. Let's give them a round of applause. That was awesome. I get my own personal bobblehead. I mean, what could be better, really? So it's the time of the night where the last 2 years is going to be rewarded by the certificates. And I just want to thank the second years as a group for being wonderful. You really have been a pleasant class to work with, and I really truly appreciate everything that you guys have done, particularly around the time that I was out and even before that. To have a baby, you guys really rallied around and were very supportive and gave me lovely gifts, and I just want to say thank you so very much. I truly appreciate the love. I think sometimes we get so caught up in all the minutiae of running a program, you forget that underneath all of the craziness is deep-rooted love, and I certainly felt that from everybody, but certainly from this second-year class. So I want to take this moment to say thank you to each and every one of you for really being just wonderful, and I truly, truly appreciate. And you've shown Barnaby so much love. Like I kind of feel like I'm sharing the baby with everyone, but certainly with your group also. So thank you so very much. So I know we're trying to not extend the evening for too long, and I appreciate Valmier for getting everyone to do their speeches so that I could take up all the time that they otherwise would have taken up. But I'm going to start off by talking about each of our residents. So when I call your name, I'd like you to come up here, please. Dr. Al-Junidi.
What's going on here?
Okay, so when I think of Dr. Al-Junidi, the words that come to mind are determined, ambitious, agreeable, a great sense of humor, and competent. I've had many opportunities to observe your determination and drive for success in spite of unseen challenges. Those of us that know her will agree that she's strong, except of course when it comes to dealing with rats in her apartment. She had to find her own personal exterminator, i.e. Frank, to help set traps to catch the colony of rats that are taking over her apartment. It was probably the only time I was able to witness her vulnerability in this powerhouse of a woman. I remember your interview like it was yesterday, and one thing that struck me was your determination and your sense of humor. Without these enduring qualities, you won't be the much loved resident that you are today. Much then as she is now, she was determined to achieve her dream of coming to the States to pursue advanced additional training to enhance her career goals. Only a strong woman like yourself would leave your entire family in Jordan, come to Gainesville, Florida with 2 very young children, and at the same time immerse yourself not only in the American culture, but the UFPEDO culture as well. In your personal statement, you said, I would like to be part of an impressive program that incorporates both a robust clinical curriculum designed to provide me with experience in managing children from diverse backgrounds, including special needs, low income, and underprivileged population, at the same time consider residents as one family. Sua, I hope that the UFPEDO program has met your expectations in this regard. She said 100%. Anyone who's had the opportunity to work closely with Suha knows she is competent and she's a capable clinician with incredible hands coupled with great poise and a great mind. She's extremely goal-oriented and will undoubtedly do well in her future endeavors. You have maintained a very high standard set by Dr. Abu Kabos for our advanced placement candidates. Thank you for being a great addition to our department and to the graduating class of 2008. Dr. Al-Junidi, well done and congratulations on receiving your certificate of advanced placement in pediatric dentistry. Okay, Dr. Grum Grum. He's gonna hate me.
Okay. Okay.
When I think of Suki, what comes to mind perhaps initially is timid, soft-spoken, yet confident. Timid meaning overly cautious and fearful. However, I believe with Suki, her quietness is her strength. In this short time during residency, I've had the privilege of watching you go through some really tough challenges personally to emerge as a woman who's made such a concerted effort to work on self-improvement and become more self-confident, and it shows. You may think that confident people are generally extroverts, highly gregarious and loud. However, confidence isn't about being bold or brash or the center of attention. True confidence is quieter and comes from an internal belief in your abilities, skill, and value. Dr. Gurum has the ability to accept her strengths and weaknesses and not always feel the need to compare herself to others to boost her self-esteem. In my dealings with her, she has expressed a real ability to readily take responsibility for mistakes, and admitting to them is a sign of someone who's comfortable with their own self-worth. I went to review your residency application, and there were some interesting comments from your letters of recommendation. Suki is a very intelligent lady. I have been greatly impressed with her knowledge and clinical skills, which are much higher than what her class standing indicates. I would rate her in the top 1% of her class and clinically the top 1%. I have been greatly impressed by her desire to learn. She has impressed me with her ability to diagnose problems and think a problem through to its solution. In her personal statement, she writes, my personality merges with the field of pediatric dentistry, and throughout my life, I'm constantly on the go, finding new ways to involve myself and find new dreams to chase after. I think if you ask the dental assistants that work with her, they will agree that she's constantly on the go. And this is one thing we love about you, Suki. You are always so generous by baking cupcakes and cookies for us in the department, and we will miss you greatly. Even though my feeble attempt at giving you the nickname Cookie Suki never really stuck. Dr. Gurum, it's really been a real joy to get to know you and work with you, and it's certainly a pleasure meeting your parents on graduation day. Thank you for trusting me and being open to my guidance, both on my personal and professional matters. And I wish you the very best in South Carolina. Congratulations on your graduation. Well done. Dr. Clay. All right, when I think of Elizabeth, the words that come to mind is quiet confidence. There are some traits of quietly confident people. They quietly praise others, while most people are praising themselves and taking flattering selfies and posting humble brags. They call attention to the accomplishments and characters of others. They also quietly fess up when they mess up. And I know you're very good at that. And you gain valuable insight into the character of a person who has this wonderful quality. You are also very frank, forthright, direct, honest, truthful, and unambiguous. Not afraid to call a spade or a spade or tell it as it is. And this is how you've earned the reputation amongst the assistants. Clay don't play. As chief resident, you have exemplified the qualities of a good leader. They are trustworthy to lead others, they live their life with honesty and integrity. A good leader walks the walk, and doing so earns the right to have responsibility for others. One of the recurring themes in her application letters were honest, forthright, and professional. Some of her letters said, Elizabeth has strong communication skills and both speaks and writes intelligently and effectively. She is somewhat reserved by nature, but very professional in her communications with both parents and instructors. And she displays her knowledge in a humble and professional manner. She seems genuinely interested in constructive criticism that could improve her efforts. From your early days of babysitting, it was apparent that your love for working with children has never wavered, and it's been wonderful working with you as chief resident. I want to personally thank you for all your efforts as chief this past year, and I wish you the very, very best in Baton Rouge. Please accept this Chief Resident Award on behalf of the department, and congratulations on your wonderful, amazing accomplishment. Well done.
Come break yours next year.
Thanks, Homer.
Okay, Dr. Klein.
Okay. All right, when Dr. Klein joined our residency program, as a lone standing male among 9 females, including the Naples residents, I must admit, I was worried that they would eat him alive. Josh, however, is one of the top 1% of individuals who's able to be a 100% team player when needed and a 100% leader when needed also. One of his letters said, Josh is 100% trustworthy. He has been put in positions where trust is critical, and he's never wavered in his judgment. His integrity is completely intact, and I trust him implicitly. Josh has a calm demeanor and is very patient. He has great attributes for his role as a resident and for his career as a pediatric dentist. Your personality is humble, you're well-mannered, and you're a kind and compassionate person. Your attitudes towards your patients and their parents is impeccable and admirable, and you're very hardworking. I remember one of the occasions I had to chastise Dr. Klein. I asked him to step into my office, i.e. room 9 in the pedo clinic. It was probably one of the hardest things I had to do. He's so good that it's so difficult to be tough on him. But after a long code red conversation, while others may have had an attitude of being argumentative, Josh apologized profusely and said, Dr. Abby, can I please give you a hug? So, unknown to him, I immediately melted, and we've enjoyed a great relationship since.
Okay.
His love for all things soccer has been exemplified by the World Cup chart currently hanging on the wall in the clinic's lounge. And despite being so quiet, he has an uncanny ability to hold his own and get people like Jasmine and Lauren, who know absolutely nothing about soccer, to be completely engaged in the whole World Cup fever. Even the stressful long days are chance you've always remained calm and maintained your sense of humor. Josh, thank you for being a great resident and a great team player, for bringing much needed flavor with your love of soccer to our department. I wish you well in Orlando. Please stay in touch, and once again, congratulations. Some of you may know that I have known Dr. Jones probably since her first year in dental school. She came into my office concerned about wanting to go on a mission trip to Dominican Republic with Dr. Garvey. She was visibly upset because some of her peers planning the trip were playing favoritism, and she was really bothered by the injustice of the dental school bureaucracy, even among dental students. I tried to reassure her and proceeded to introduce her informally to Dr. Garvey, who subsequently took her under his wings, and she eventually became one of the student leaders on the humanitarian mission trip, as well as other trips organized by her home church. Latoya definitely has a heart for service, and her love to help the underserved, whether at home in the US or outside the country, has been a constant trademark through her professional and personal life so far. If you're wondering where this desire to help the underserved came from, look no further than her own experiences. She wrote in a personal statement, "I could never have imagined that my childhood dental experiences will play an important role in my decision to pursue pediatric dentistry. As a youth, I suffered from early childhood caries and became the recipient of an entire mouth of stainless steel crowns by the tender age of 2. This initiated a trying personal journey that resulted in me becoming all too familiar with tooth pain, years of extensive dental treatment, and the impact that dental issues can have on you both emotionally and from a social standpoint." She goes on to say, "This valuable perspective reinforced my interest in providing exceptional care to the children who otherwise may not have access to such treatment both locally and abroad." Now, there is no doubt that your transition to residency was a bit rough after 5 years of practicing in the real world. I still remember the early days of your residency where you would almost always retreat into your shell and almost isolate yourself from your peers. Sometimes being aloof and distant. And I'm sure there were times you asked yourself, Latoya, if you were going to make it. Well, yes, Latoya, you did make it. You turned a corner, your attitude changed for the better, and you became engaged and began to enjoy the possibility of having your dreams come true. I am so proud of your dogged determination to succeed, and the love for pediatric dentistry that emanates from you when you walk into a room to greet your patient and their parents is palpable. This year has not been without its personal struggles, from losing your grandfather and your auntie within weeks of each other to the agony of finding a job, all at the same time preparing for your board exams. Through it all, you've maintained great dignity, and I'm glad to have witnessed your progress through residency. Thank you for loving my baby, and I wish you many more successes in future. I am so incredibly proud of you. Well done, Dr. Jones. Last but certainly not the least, the lovely Dr. Killam. I've also known Rachel since her first years in dental school. Her passion for pediatric dentistry was undeniable, and her warmth comes across in all that she does. She was always shadowing me in the clinic, and Rachel will go far beyond what is required when it comes to helping her patients. The word that comes to mind is kind and compassionate. So the Dalai Lama once said, if you want others to be happy, practice compassion. If you want to be happy, practice compassion. I've had the privilege of watching Rachel grow into a mature woman who is now known as Mrs. Witcher. In her time here, she has acquired significant knowledge and works extremely hard to prove herself as a worthy resident. Her clinical skills are impeccable, and she will, in my opinion, be very successful in all that she does. Rachel has a cheery attitude and cares deeply about her patients. Dr. Witcher is well-rounded and a natural leader with a strong work ethic. She's encouraging and accommodating, yet resolute and confident when delegating tasks. Helping her little Nikki to become a better resident, from helping her little Nikki to become a better resident, to being the producer of the video slideshows of residents' activities, including this one, Rachel is the ultimate can-do person. Dr. Killam is supportive to the first years and other junior dental students. She's also an outstanding team player, bringing her humor, talents, praising attitude, and boundless energy to motivate any team. No doubt you and I have had our ups and downs. However, I am so glad that we've had the chance and the time to turn a corner and mend our relationship. I always enjoy making fun of your beautiful Southern accent. I know that you will do very well in your endeavors here in Gainesville and beyond. I wish you and Edwin well as you begin your marital journey together. I am so proud of you, Rachel. This has been a long time coming, and it gives me immense joy to celebrate with you today as you achieve your lifelong dream of becoming a board-certified pediatric dentist. Well done. Congratulations. Okay, can we get all 6 of you up here with your certificates, please, so Sam can take a picture?
Okay. Good. Okay.
Well, you can take one with them and then I'll get you.
Yeah, Josh's ladies.
Yes?
Okay.
to show the residents, our graduating residents, how much we appreciate them. We've enjoyed you guys these last 2 years. We wish you best of wishes, and wherever you may go. And I don't know, that's it. We love you. Dr. Suha? Suki. Sorry. Thank you. Dr. Killam? Oh, with your?
Okay, I'm like a dual.
Dr. Jones? Thank you, Dr. Jones. Dr. Klein, aka Bay, from Jazz, Nicole, and Sarah back there. Dr. Aljaniti. Done? Thank you. Oh, that was it? Yeah, we'll take it.
Thank you. Dr. Clay.
And Dr. Clay. Clay don't play. Thank you all. Good luck, and we'll see you Monday.
And last thing, I'd like to thank everyone for coming tonight and sharing the special night with our second years. I just want to say that there is dessert in the back. Please help yourselves, and also the photo booth is still open, so please enjoy yourselves for the rest of the evening. And 1 second.
One last thing, I'm sorry, I forgot to say this earlier. We have a couple of other people that we second years did not thank. Dr. Moore and Dr. Dolce, thank you all both so much for everything you've done for us. We really appreciate it, and I apologize for not thanking you really, but we love you guys, thank you.